Hi, welcome back, you beautiful souls, to the next installment of my villain Deku. So, where we last left off, Deku had put on a show for the pros and everything, and left a little something in Katsuki's shirt. And during this whole time, Katsuki is being interviewed by the pros and everything. And he, like a particular person does, overhear him telling the pros that he finally did something that, God, can I get a glass? Can I get a bottle of water? My lips are very parched. So basically, what Izuku did was draw all of the moisture out of Katsuki's body to the surface and told him to ignite it. So the EMTs are giving Katsuki fluid, water, and they even hooked up an IV to him to kind of give him to help restore the fluids in his body. And he explains to the pros that that's his strongest attack, and well, pretty much it takes every bit of sweat, and apparently I've never been able to figure it out, but now I understand it. I can use my own plasma to basically to hyper sweat and create. It just dehydrates me a lot. And he's like, I don't know, that Reaper guy. If he wouldn't have shown up, I'd be dead right now. Yeah, I know he's a villain, and we should probably take him out. No, I don't know him. In any case, I'm really tired. Do I still have to go through all this questioning? So they after a good 30, 40 minutes, the saline bag is pumped into him. The MTs tell him to take it easy for the rest of the day, and he probably shouldn't use his quirk anytime soon, because he would definitely need to go to a hospital if he does. So we skip to a week later, and during this week, Katsuki's been thinking, should I meet up with him? Should I actually tell the cops this is where that Reaper villain's gonna be? And in the letter, it had a specific location and a date and a time, and it said, show up and I'll explain it to you. But if I see cops coming, you'll never figure out what happened, how to do that again. So he has been thinking this, and he is on his way there. Someone's following him without him knowing. And well, Deku shows up early to the meeting area and kind of hides in a shadow. And his phone rings as Katsuki's getting to the bottom of the building. And Izuku's like, so, is he being followed? Meetings a go or not? And you just hear, boss, the simple boy isn't being followed. Do I take him out now? And Izuku says, Toga, go back to the hideout. And thanks. This is a personal matter. Don't let the guys know about it. So Togi says, "So are you going out again tonight?" And Izuku's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be going out again tonight. Do you want me to come?" And Izuku's like, "No, I need you to stay. Need you to stay home tonight." Oh, come on! You want me to come. And Izuku laughs and it's like, "Yeah, you're obviously coming, idiot. I was just saying that to joke with you. But in any case, this is an old friend. I'd like some privacy with you." Saying it in a very serious tone. So Akatsuki arrives shortly after Izuku hangs up the phone, and he says, "Why the hell am I even here? He's a damn villain. I should tell the heroes." But then Katsuki stops and he looks down and he sobs a little bit and then stops. He's like, "No, I should at least hear him out. I owe him for that. At, at least after this, I'll go to the cops. I owe him this for all the crap I put him through when we were little kids." And at this point, Katsuki hears a voice from him behind him. It's like, "Oh, so the high and mighty Kachan really does feel remorse for picking on a kid that was quirkless." It's like, what the fuck? When did you get here? As Katsuki turns around to see, like, a person engulfed in shadow. And then he says, "Damn nerd. You were hiding your quirk the entire time, weren't you? At least show your face. You can hide your face, but I know it's you. I know that's you, Deku." And this is when Izuku, like, disapparates his shadow cloak. And he says, "Long time no see, Kachan. Sorry I couldn't stick around back there." And Katsuki begins to create explosions in his hands, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa there, like firecracker. That's not why I asked you here today. I wanted to say you should keep training that quirk of yours." And Izuku creates an explosion in his hand, and he's like, "And you forget, I haven't been sitting idly either. I've been training your quirk. Anyway, Kachan, I saw what you did for that girl last month. And I heard what you said to her. You've changed a lot, man. And, well, it's kind of funny. I turned out the villain, and you turned out the hero. In any case, man, I wanted to ask you. I knew saying that would make you figure out who I was. You probably have heard the rumors. Yes, they're all true. But I asked you here today. You need to become the hero. And one day, you're the only hero that I'll accept to, like, take me down. Prove me wrong that you're not the bad guy I thought you were when we were kids, Kachan. In any case, if I get a word that you well, that you tell people my identity, you pull someone out of, like, the shadows, and he immediately, like, rips their quirk out of their body, and they begin to convulse, and then he tosses it back into him. He's like, "I'll keep going over and over and doing this with you. So get stronger. You're no match for me. And if my identity gets out, you'll have hell to pay, Kachan." And this is when Katsuki pipes up. It's like, "You think... God damn it, nerd. You think that's why I came here? I felt sorry. I know it's you. I feel like I'm fucking responsible for it. I put you through hell. You turned out like this because of me, didn't you?" And Izuku kind of starts laughing. It's like, Is that the only reason? Well, Kachan, you definitely are a fool sometimes. But in any case, man, here's a parting gift. And Izuku walks over to him. And he puts up his hands, creating an explosion. And Izuku's eyes just glow a little bit, and Katsuki's quirk shuts off. And he's like, what the fuck? I can't use my quirk. And Izuku's like, yeah, you can't. I'm returning something I took from you a long time ago. And looks like your body's ready for the power boost. And he puts like the power that he took from him all those years ago and puts it back into him. And Katsuki's like looking, I feel amazing. What the hell did you do to me? And Izuku's like, I took a portion of your power years ago, Kachan. Haven't really used it much, but how you do that what you suspected I was doing, most likely, because I heard what you said back there. That's why I interfered. Learn to control this power, Kachan, and you'll be a better hero than possibly All Might one day. But Izuku looks off in the distance. I wanted to be a hero when we were kids. And well, after all the blood that's on my hand now, that's out of the question. Just know, Kachan, if you don't become a hero, the hero that I think you can be, I'll take you out my damn self. I won't have one of my damn minions deal with you. And with that, Izuku jumps into the shadow and disappears, dragging the guy with him, because this is one of Izuku's minions that he's not too happy with at the moment. So now we cut to that afternoon. And, well, Katsuki, he'll have a lot to think about. He cuts back. We cut to, like, that afternoon. Him and Toga are out, and they had just strapped up a guy to a telephone post. And they hear, "You there! Stop right there!" And Toga turns around and she's like, "Holy shit, Shimpu, it's All Might." Yeah, darling, calm down, I know. He found us because I wanted him to. And All Might's like, wait, what? So you wanted to be caught? And Izuku turns to All Might, just giving him a glare. He's like, no, All Might, I wanted to speak with you about that, pointing to his side. And then he points up, meet me up there. Darling, go home now. All Might begins to move to stop Toga, but Izuku catches his arm, and he's like, All Might. He whispers, All Might, I know you're hurt. Meet me up on the rooftop, and I'll explain everything. She has nothing to do with this. She's just been a tag-along. So All Might kind of nods, and because he felt the strength Izuku had been exerting on his arm, he jumps up to the rooftop and is shortly followed by Izuku, but Izuku can't make it in one bound. He kind of has to jump up, dig his hands into the wall, and just basically jumping and crawling up the room, hand and feet, kinda. And he's like, young man, you know vigilante works is illegal, right? And Izuku's like, All Might, cut the crap. I know you're hurt. I've And, well, as far as the vigilante work goes, check who's the owner of this damn area. I own most of the freaking buildings around here, and I've been using my quirk on my own property. The heroes. Other heroes, they freaking abandoned this damn neighborhood. If it wasn't for me, this freaking place would be crime-ridden to holy hell. Yeah, I may have broken a few bones or anything, but again, All Might, you're hurt, aren't you? And at this, All Might kind of deflates, and he's like, so, how do you know about this? And Izuku basically, his eyes begin to glow, and he's like, well, there's a few things I've been wanting to talk to you about, old man. First off, I think you owe me an apology. And All Might, like, buffs back up, and he's like, so you are a villain. And Izuku's like, no, I'm a villain of sorts. You can call me an anti-hero, if you like. But in any case, it's because of you and my damn fucking old man that my mother's dead. And I know you'll probably be searching, but good luck finding me. I have the properties and everything under a pseudonym. And this is when All Might is thinking, it's like, your mother's dead because of me and your old man? And then he looks up and he's like, wait, it can't be. I thought that was just a rumor. And he's like, oh, so you finally figured it out. Yeah, my dad's all for one. And my mother's Inko Midoriya. That day she told me she was meeting up with someone, an old friend. I didn't think she'd possibly trying to get in touch with the fucking dirty bastard. As Izuku spits on the ground. In any case, All Might, I'm nothing like my father. All the people I've ever hurt have all been bad guys. Then Izuku says, well, the heroes I've hurt, they were corrupted. But you... And this is when All Might says, Night charts the charge at Izuku. And Izuku just drops into a shadow and drops out. And he's like, you're not going to catch me, All Might. And he basically says, Shadow Shackle. And All Might is shackled. And he can't move or anything. And then Izuku's walking over to him with his eyes glowing and everything. And at this point, All Might, like, drops to his Small Might form. And he's, like, saying, what, are you gonna... So you're gonna finish your old man's job? And Izuku places his hand on All Might's forehead. And basically thrust a quirk into All Might. And All Might begins to, like, convulse, and Izuku leans down and places a letter into his hand, into his pocket. And with this, Izuku disappears. We cut to, like, 3 hours later, and All Might comes to. And he's looking around, Izuku's gone, but then he feels something in his pocket. He pulls it out, and he says, All Might, I don't blame you for my mom's death. And I only revealed my secret so you just trust me. I know what I'm doing, and once my old man is out of the picture, I planned on turning myself in and paying for all the crimes I've committed. Just, please, let me at least avenge my mom. I know you're not the one that killed her, and I don't really blame you. I left you with something. And the letter ends, look, feel your side. And All Might notices that he doesn't feel like the drag of his lung, like one of his lungs being partially collapsed, or pain in his side, and he pulls his shirt up. And then he notices that he's healed, and he's like, what did that kid do to me? And then he notices that on the back of the letter it has more writing, and it's like, at this point you've probably figured out that you've been healed. I gave you, well, let's say I gave you a weak regeneration quirk that I acquired a while ago. I have my father's quirk, and I plan on taking his so that he can never harm anyone ever again. I'll be in touch. And, well, there's someone that you should probably take an interest in. I hope you two meet one day. And eventually, I will turn myself in once my old man no longer has his quirk. Just continue being the symbol of peace. You'll need this to be able to face my old man because either you're going to get to him or I'm going to get to him. And when I get to him, he won't have a quirk anymore. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this part here. This is more of an explanatory and me setting up the 10-month training arc. So, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will get the 10-month training arc out as soon as I get it scripted. I just had these as notes and everything that I wanted to cover, because otherwise I would have an hour and a half next part. Peace out.